While many young people in Kenya complain about the unending problem of unemployment, few are creating self-employment opportunities for themselves. One of these is Eric Mureithi, a media technology graduate who has found a haven in the creative industry. Commonly known as Eric Sticky in the creative space, Mureithi runs an art studio at the Sereno Railway's Art Museum, where he paints all manner of graffiti on polo shirts, shoes and canvas. Located a few meters away from the Nairobi railway station, the Art Museum is his home. It is here that he does what he knows best, painting, his preoccupation for the last 4 years.
My name is Eric Sticky Mureithi, an artist by profession. I've been an artist for the last 3-4 years. Well, it's amazing. It's an amazing way to make a living. It's a passion as well. The place is called Das Deep Art Studio, which is under the Railways Museum. It's run by Patrick Mukabi. It's a community studio where we have an open door policy. Any creative, anybody can come and work with us.
Mureithi says that he has always had that passion in the arts and the creative industry. From an early age, he could draw magnificent art pieces that could always attract admiration from his classmates. In his formative years, as well as in his later days in both high school and college, he could always paint t-shirts that he could wear. Armed with skills, his first stop was Patrick Mukabi's art studio at the Go Down Art Center. He needed to hone and perfect his skills. Mukabi, a seasoned and renowned artist, helped him gain some perfection in his artistic skills. Mureithi says that meeting Mukabi was a God-sent opportunity for him because the art veteran encouraged and mentored him. Starting out in the unfamiliar art scene was never an easy task. Mureithi says that once he decided to pursue a career in this field, he had to start from scratch.
I started a couple of years back. I used to be in college and I used to really love drawing. And art has been a part of me ever since I was a kid. So I used to go rather visit Patrick in his studio and we just talk and she would show me a few things. I got interested much more when I came out from college. I think I tried working. Didn't fit me. I didn't feel like I was living up to my purpose. I think I decided, well, why don't I give it a try after all? It's a passion and a talent but you are good, so I can make a living off it. So went to Patrick, did a few classes with him and I got stuck, got hooked. Art has become my brand pretty much for 4 years now. It was hard, it's always hard. Like when you're starting out, you're young, you don't know how to do stuff, you don't know how to budget, you don't know where to go to, just like a baby, it's like when a baby's learning how to walk, keep falling down, you crawl, you cry, it was really, really hard, but at the end of the day, out of struggle comes something nice. So where I am now, she does what I don't really have to, I know how to deal with the challenges, just make them into positive stuff.
All his life, Mureithi never imagined that he could pursue art as a fulfilling career. He had grown accustomed to his parents' wise counsel of studying hard in school and getting white-collar jobs. But his belief about white-collar jobs was jolted immediately he stepped out of school in search of employment.
I tried working and didn't fit, didn't love it, so I just ended up going back to his studio, nikajipata, well, an artist.
One of the recurring challenges he faced while starting up was lack of funds. Considering that he needed money to buy materials like ink and brushes, he experienced a hard start, an experience that taught him a lesson or two on patience.
Okay, when you're starting out, the main challenge is, obtaining materials. Most of the time when someone is starting out, you're basically broke. you know, and you're trying to find something that's gonna compensate for you being broke. So sourcing materials, how to just go about it is like the hardest part. So then again, life is full of challenges, and it comes to just deal with it. But when you're starting out, most challenges, is knowing where to take your art pieces, about how to paint, what to paint, how to sell it, how to market yourself. Because then again, you're entering an industry where people, especially when it comes to Kenya, it's a small industry which is growing, and people are always like, who is this new kid? What does he paint? Why does he paint this? You're faced with a lot of criticism, and if you're not strong, you end up just down the drain. Because then again, you like take a beating and give up. But mostly if any challenge comes to you, the best way to deal with it is just to deal with it. Just go wild. You've been an artist for all. Life is not bed process. There's a lot of cliffs and falling down, getting out.
At his colorful art workshop, where he works alongside tens of other artists, he paints t-shirts, shoes, canvas, and murals. It takes him between 3 and 8 hours to complete one simple art piece. For big projects like painting graffiti on walls, it can take up to 2 weeks working full-time. Sometimes, he says, it is all about inspiration. Some jobs can be done faster than others, depending on how much they inspire him. He says that he has already learned the ropes.
It depends on the inspiration. Sometimes you can do it in 3 hours a day. Sometimes you can go for weeks, depending on the project as well. But sometimes you get large projects like you are like painting a warehouse like we did a couple of months ago. We painted a really, really big warehouse which is going to be converted to a printing factory. It took us roughly 2 weeks, working daily, like from Sunday to Sunday. So it all depends on the inspiration rather than.
Mureithi has managed to turn his passion into a business. He displays his art pieces at different art galleries like Alliance Francaise, Village Market, among others. Mureithi says that selling art pieces is always hard work, as most Kenyans are yet to fully embrace art. His pieces fetch from 1,500 Kenya shillings for painted shoes and up to 70,000 Kenya shillings for large canvas paintings.
So many places to exhibit, sometimes in restaurants, sometimes in malls. So it's just about everybody has come to realize that when we can make something of art, we can create an event which is based on art. So we always come up with these amazing ideas that hey, you can bring your paintings to our event, at least you can try sell, if not even sell, you can hire pieces. So right now, everybody has really, really woken up to the fact that art is here to stay, and art is a nice thing to have, art pieces. Mostly for the shoes, it's anything from 1,500 to 5,000, depending on the brand of shoe, the type of shoe. Some brands are more expensive than others just because of the name. For the canvases, the cheapest I think is 7,500. It's like a 40 by 40 centimeters. The biggest one goes for roughly 80 Gs. So basically, I have everything for everybody.
Kenya has a vibrant creative sector with a long and distinctive history. The creative sector is part of the informal sector, which employs about 84% of Kenyan workers. Despite our rich history in arts, most Kenyans still feel that art is still expensive. This presents Mureithi and his fellow artists with a challenge: small market for art. It therefore goes that most of their clients are foreigners who not only appreciate art but also pay top dollar for the same. As an artist, you have to know your market well. Mureithi does not only rely on displays to make sales. Sometimes, through word-of-mouth referrals, he gets assignments from friends. But his most potent marketing tool so far, he says, is social media. He displays his art pieces on Facebook and Twitter, where they attract thousands of people. Most of these call him to commission customized pieces of art.
Marketing mostly is through social media. Because then again, almost everybody is one is on social media. Or rather, the best marketing is on social media, because you get to a lot of people who cannot go to galleries to buy your stuff, or people who maybe cannot go to the shops in town to get your shoes and all that. So, and then again, the issue of financing my art, I think there's a few partners have come in. So like I'm working with the lady who runs a company called Zamoil, which basically does a lot of wearable art and stuff like that. So we are trying to just come up with shoes, different designs, shoes made in Kenya by Bata, alafu just make them limited edition so that it's like a collector's item. It's like you're wearing an art piece. Because then again, not everybody can afford like a proper art piece. They'll say it's expensive. So if you want to reach that person, you cannot buy. Just go the easy way, shoes.
His artistic journey has been dotted with challenges, most of which he has successfully overcome. For instance, joining the art industry in Kenya, which is highly competitive, means that all artists must produce the best to remain relevant in a fast-evolving industry. While competition improves the artist's quality of work, counterfeiting, a common problem, threatens to knock them out of the business. Mureithi says that with new technologies in 3D printing, it is easy for artists to lose their work through counterfeiting. He advises young artists to get mentors if they want to succeed in this area.
The best way to beat them is just do something crazy. It cannot be replicated by someone else. It's just like someone will just take the photo, scan it, play around with the editing solution with the computer, and come up with just print it out. Basically nowadays there are 3D printers that can easily replicate your artworks using the stroke. But if you are a good artist, someone will just have to buy it. Because then again, you cannot beat everyone. You cannot fight this thing. These guys pay like taxes just the way you pay taxes. So it's really hard to deal with counterfeiters. But then again, the name of we just print. We are printers. And they don't have like a particular rather range or rather safety measures to not print other people's artworks. But also copywriting is good. If you copyright your idea, you can be able to sue someone. But then again, it's also a rat race, trying to chase down people that they can pay you for something they did which belongs to you. So it reaches a point to just say, well, you can keep printing my artworks, but me, I will create amazing artworks that you cannot replicate. That's the trick. So
Mureithi mentors school children who frequent his workspace over the weekends to learn more about art and painting. So far, Mureithi says that he has a good experience as an artist, and he is delighted to see his small venture grow with time.
Then you have this. We have these events that always have on Saturday and Sunday. It's like Hub Karen where we just teach kids for free. They have like go on center software to cater for that. So basically for the kids, it's only a matter of just coming in, playing around with paint, so that you can be able to think creatively.